Stay tuned for the RuPaul's Drag Race Season 8 finale after show. Hems, hems, hems.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
I don't know why you all gagging. Welcome to the room, purse first.
I'm digging this song.
This song is better than the realness.
Let's
be real.
It should have been the actual video. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our final after show for RuPaul's Drag Race Season 8. This is it, grand finale. I'm your host, Kenny Harrison. You can find me at Kenny C. Harrison, or as the guys like to say that you can find me on my back, with my knees in the air.
Kenny Harrison.
Joining me tonight is my
lovely,
my lovely co-host. It already started. Who are you? What's your name?
123 Jackie B. This was supposed to be my Derek Barry book ball outfit, but it turned into Joan Crawford, and I'm not sure how.
Hey, everything happens for a reason.
But the fans voted for Derek Barry, so I kind of gave it to you, but then I just, my heart moved towards the Joan Crawford direction.
So are we ready? Are we ready?
Steve's here.
Yeah,
Steve's here.
Hi, Steve.
Steve's back.
We can see Steve on our.
Hey guys.
Hi,
Steve. Oh, I like that we can see you.
Yeah.
Oh.
One episode a season, right?
Yeah. That's all you're good for.
Aw.
No, we love you.
Save the best for last.
Okay, are we ready? Are we ready? I'm gonna introduce the lovely Mrs.
Purse first.
Purse first.
LoRayne Love in the house.
Awesome.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So
With
excited.
a chainsail.
Now
Thank you, Steven.
we're gonna critique this look.
Steven never comes and says hello to me when I walk into AfterBuzz. He actually got up and walked his booty up to say hi to LoRayne Love today.
Hi, LoRayne Love.
Hi.
We're gonna critique you
Do
today.
it.
LoRayne looks flawless from where I'm sitting.
I'm not ashamed.
Sitting next to
LoRayne's nice
LoRayne.
LoRayne's
Next to LoRayne, giving us nipple realness.
And I'm naked. I decided not to wear pants too, but hey guys, it's Jay.
Me too.
Yeah, we're twins.
You're both
I'm the
pantsless.
only one wearing real pants.
Kenny's are edible,
pajamas.
so that doesn't count.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm on Instagram at
Who was that, Jay?
don't_be_jealous and Twitter is still _jealous.
Oh no, you're fine. Okay.
I have a little mirror.
We brought champagne for tonight's show. We're glad you're joining us.
Since Jackie's touching up, I brought you, because I thought you might have to touch up as Derek, so I brought you a trophy
Yes.
so that you could touch up.
It's a Sharpie. It's a Sharpie.
Thank you for joining us.
I'll
if you're
hide
watching
that
us,
later.
if you're watching us on YouTube, thank you for joining us. Download us on iTunes. Make your comments down below. If you're watching us live, hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hi, welcome.
And yeah.
I had to wear danglies so that you could see them under that. Thank you, Steve. Oh, I like that.
Nice.
I have danglies.
Steven, will you just follow me around the rest of my life and do that?
Well, I cracked this open because we're gonna celebrate.
We need it.
What do you guys think?
Yay!
I'm so excited about this. Bob deserved it.
But
Totally deserved it.
We said at the beginning of the season
He
that
was on all of our.
Yeah.
Wasn't he on? Or
Yes.
Kenny, was he on yours?
He was on my list.
Okay.
Yes.
he was on all of our lists.
Okay.
And he was the first person, first queen from this season that most of us followed on
Yeah.
on
He was the
social
first
media.
person.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, by the way, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched the actual show,
Oh yeah, sorry.
We just ruined it.
we just ruined it for you, so.
Well, I don't, to be honest, I don't know who's watching an after show if they haven't watched the show unless they expect spoilers.
Good point.
That's true.
Okay, I'm gonna
Good
pop
point.
this open.
Touche.
I'm gonna pop this open.
Touche.
That feels amazing.
So,
I know, right?
what do you guys think of Ru's opening?
The opening, like when the
The show.
curtain came up?
Yeah.
Loved it.
Loved it.
Loved it. Can't get enough of that. I love that they had it at DragCon too, that you could take a picture with it, which I didn't do, but whatever.
I like the callback to the first episode. It was just appropriate, and I mean, the half of the fun of this final. You are having. Do you want me to open it?
You want me to do it?
Yes, please.
With those nails.
Oh my
I'm so
god.
afraid.
It's heavy.
I know what it is.
Half the fun of the finale.
Wait, is that The More You Know? No, this is Jeopardy. Sorry.
Yes, this is
Oh
Jeopardy.
boy.
I swear I'm not drunk yet.
You wouldn't do well on Jeopardy. You don't know the theme song.
And I know game shows. Go, I'm sorry.
I just like half the fun is seeing the. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose an eye.
I know.
Nails.
Is seeing all of the queens.
20
from
years bartending. You're welcome.
Thank you.
is seeing all of the queens from previous seasons. So even if it's not the winners, it's fun to see them in the audience. Oh, yes,
Did we not see Pork Chop?
Not this year.
didn't know.
Pork Chop was in the audience.
However-
She always gives a shout out to Pork Chop
Really?
in the finale,
You're
right?
And they were
I didn't see
they
Pork
were
Chop.
cutting to a lot of people pretty quickly,
Ladies
so maybe
first.
we just missed
Yeah.
it. But you're right.
Oh.
I don't. There wasn't a call to Pork Chop.
No, it wasn't.
No, and they didn't show her.
She was in the freezer.
There are only certain
And so it
queens.
begins. So
Like,
it begins.
I have to end on a punny note.
I mean, not all the queens are in the audience,
Jay?
though.
Sure.
Also,
Nipple boy.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I gotta switch my straw into
I
my
can't
champagne.
reach it.
It's more important.
I like the opening. I thought it was really clever. It was funny how Bianca, they did the whole clown thing with
I love
Bianca.
that. I
Yeah.
love that. You called it.
I did. Yeah, I knew that there was going to be a callback to that.
Here, I'm gonna put this in the middle.
We had a fan ask who you guys, out of the past winners, who you guys thought looked the best out of the past winners.
Of the past,
Raja,
Yeah.
easily for me.
Raja probably.
Yeah.
Raja was I actually Violet. Are we
you get
talking?
some?
No, or are we talking what
Yes.
part? At what
No,
part?
I
In the
went-
beginning or the end?
The
Jackie,
beginning, not the
beginning.
end.
The beginning.
Yeah.
Because it would be Violet for me at the end, even though I
Oh,
begrudgingly admit it. She is gorgeous. It's
Well-
just I don't.
That's what she spent her money on.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm gonna have the best dress for the next time.
Yeah, Violet looked great at the end. For sure.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I would say Raja too.
Yeah,
That
Raja.
mask. That's
Yeah, yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, but
it's creative.
That was the same looks, the outfits they wore in the very first episode. Am I
was.
correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Yeah.
Sidebar. Jay and LoRayne and I went to DragCon
Yeah.
It was
2
amazing.
weeks ago. I
I'm
just wanted.
slowly putting the interviews up.
Okay.
My computer keeps crashing.
We'll fill you in later at the end of the show about what went down, but some good
Tease it.
stuff.
We're teasing it.
Good. Yeah. You're
yours is
all
up.
about teasing tonight.
I'm not teasing anything. It's all out there.
Yours is up with Darian.
Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah.
And-
Well, yeah.
Is that the only one that? Well, and then I have some with the ones I did with the director of the movie, the UK documentary Dressed as a Girl.
Yeah.
I have the interview with the director and 3 of the people that are in the movie. That's on YouTube as well. I know yours is. I've edited yours and it's uploaded. I don't know if it's on YouTube yet.
Okay.
But yours is ready
I
to
don't
go
ever
too. So I'll
recall-
do that when I get home. And,
I don't recall giving you permission to put me on YouTube.
oh, you're on there.
But you're in
Trust.
you porn without
Trust.
any
This is
permission.
true.
It is marked explicit, but you are on there.
Yeah, I'm always on my back somewhere. It's gotta be. You gotta find it somewhere.
On a box.
We just lost Jackie. We just lost her.
Somehow, I think my champagne's still over by Kenny.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Sorry.
you poured it and then you didn't give it to
There's
me.
8 cups over there.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. I'm just
You might want
concerned
to
about it.
top it off
I'm
because there's like,
going to.
yeah. So back the train. What we were talking about. Oh, I wanted to say that for the beginning of the show itself for me was a little long.
Yeah.
I felt it dragged on. It could have been I like the fact that they gave a lot of time during the season for certain episodes. This was one of those where I was like, oh, let's get on with it. It was great.
I think part of it is the anticipation, because really what you're watching in this show is you're just watching to see who wins,
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and what they're wearing.
Right.
So it's like once you've passed the moment of look at how gorgeous they are, and now I want to know who wins.
Right.
And Mark actually said, or LoRayne.
Thank you.
Sorry. LoRayne said while we were watching the episode that they should have maybe cut the songs, and I know they did the song
Yeah.
thing last year as a way of like milking more money
Right.
out of
More
the
YouTube
music,
downloads.
yeah, that sort of thing. But and I'm gonna download Kimchi's song.
We said, yeah.
Yeah, we said we're gonna download Kimchi's song.
I'm into Kimchi song.
Yeah. But I also think that maybe the songs could be released just on YouTube or something, and they could spend more time with interviewing
The girl. I would
girls.
have liked to heard more from the girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of songs, did you guys check out? I'm like all over the map tonight. Did you check out the realness video?
The realness.
Yes.
And
we
your
need
thoughts?
to talk about this.
It was one of the biggest wastes of 2 minutes and 35 seconds of my life.
Yeah.
Most
pretty
of the
bad.
stuff that they shot in the episode
So-
we watched was not in the actual video.
I loved the neon stuff.
yeah, I
Which
loved
was
the
not
stuff.
even in the
No.
episode.
Yeah.
Right.
I have something. Okay, so Rue's dress was back. She was wearing
Oh,
that
the
Twizzler.
vagina dress. Yeah.
Or the vagina dress. I say Twizzler, you say vagina. And I thought when it was lit differently, it caught that light really cool.
I guess
I feel like everything she wears when it catches the light.
Yeah, it's just
I need to top myself.
I just don't like that dress. But
Okay, can I say one thing?
No,
Sure.
you cannot.
I'm just
You're gonna look pretty.
Just flash your nipples and just be quiet. No, go ahead,
Although,
Jay.
Kenny,
Sorry.
there was a nipplegate in the chat roll about you.
Oh,
That's- I
I'm
know.
not showing nipples. Last time I took my shirt off, I lost my dignity.
Go to his Instagram, you'll see it there. Did you guys notice that they had a lot of 3 shots with Bob, Kimchi, and Naomi? Now, do you think that Chi-Chi was already out?
Yes.
Yes. And it was all the
bums me out.
it was the neon stuff too.
Yeah, that's exactly what
yeah.
I was gonna say. Is that all of the neon stuff seemed like they already knew who the top 3 was gonna be.
Yeah.
Unless they rotated the
Or
girls.
I
but
feel like
that
they
way-
just shot it after.
But that's
I was gonna say, I think they probably shot it after.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't think they would have done that.
No.
I don't think they would have done
No, I
it
don't-
with
yeah.
Chi-Chi there.
Because I
No.
mean, if you look at it, you could probably shoot that in like 2 hours.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
what it looked like.
Yeah.
I mean, it
It really did look like 2 hours.
I actually like went back and watched a lot of the older videos for the final 3, and this was by far the worst
Really?
one. Yeah,
Well,
I
also
really
feel
didn't care
like
for it.
when you watch past videos, especially one of my favorites, which is no, I'm
Glamazon?
No, I love Glamazon, but the
Sissy
one
That
where they're
Walk.
all in the car.
Sissy That Walk was mine,
Yeah, no, the one where they're all in the car. They're
Oh,
getting-
that's season 1, right?
no,
I didn't see. I don't remember season 1.
no,
Sorry.
it's the one with Jinx.
5.
That's
Yeah, the season 5 one. And I
That Walk?
tweeted it earlier, and now I can't remember. I'm like totally dying.
Oh,
of the
they were in a
name.
car.
It'll come to me later.
because they were in the
It'll come to me
courtroom,
later.
and then
yes, that video. I
Yeah.
like that video because it had a story. It's like not relying too much on their voices.
People are screaming at us right now that we don't know.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
That's fine.
I tweeted
Get
it.
it.
This
Get
won't
it,
be a first for us here
No,
at
I
AfterBuzz
mean-
RuPaul's Drag Race.
Glamazon.
Glamazon was one. I like
No, it wasn't
Glamazon.
Glamazon.
Sissy That Walk.
I don't remember them.
No, Sissy was Bianca.
I'm not gonna lie.
Because I remember Adore in that one where she,
Oh yeah.
I don't even know that I've seen them all, to be honest with you.
I've seen most of
I-
them.
Okay, so the realness reminds me of like a 90s vibe, and I thought that the video was kind of cool. I was into like the colors.
I liked the neon.
Yeah, I like the neon. And a viewer, one of the fans of the show, was saying that the guy was kind of distracting, like maybe it kind of took you out of that. But I
Oh.
was into the Jon Snow, Khal Drogo.
By the way, Jay and I have the same taste.
I know.
Yeah.
So
It's becoming a problem,
Yeah,
actually.
this is
It's
gonna
a
ruin
huge
our.
problem at DragCon.
Yeah, this is. This is
And
gonna
keeping
ru-
them focused on what we were there to do, not to check Grinder.
That was Jay. I was on Grindr.
The
checked
other
it
one,
once.
Scruff. He was on Scruff.
Okay, I plead the fifth.
Thank you. Thank
The
you.
Gay of Thrones.
I love the Game of Thrones.
Okay, so
Jon Snow, he didn't bother me. I'm sorry. He was
No,
the
no.
highlight for me. In that,
I'm so into him, but you're right. If you look at that piece in the video, Brian was right. He was saying like it's just like a cut, and you're like, oh, there's a random guy dancing.
Yeah.
Which I know Rue attracts gay audiences with a shirtless hot guy.
Right.
So it's smart.
Well,
Didn't it seem like they were featuring Naomi an awful lot?
They did.
well.
I felt like there was that scene with her on like the white bench in white.
But she has probably what Rue was looking for that video, like a very cool like haute couture like. look.
Yeah.
So.
And someone mentioned, I can't remember who, one of the fans said that Rue phoned in her performance for that video, which I totally
she wasn't
agree.
even really in that much.
Yeah, and I totally agree. It was just like, just a couple of shots of her. It was like literally what she was wearing the day of the shoot.
Right.
Of that episode. So it was just kind of like,
This season we've seen less of Rue, and I'm wondering if it was because Gay for Play was coming out, like if she was busy like with production of that or something.
Yeah.
But it does seem like there was
production, like there's no
I don't think they
production.
would tape at the same time.
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't
But-
think so.
but if you have Michelle Visage,
Michelle
You wouldn't be the first, Jay. You wouldn't be the first.
Michelle's there, Carson's
But
there.
you're pretty. It's okay.
They have like all the drag queens. I would think that they would film it at the same time.
Right.
The beginning.
This is the beginning.
Yes. I tweeted it earlier and I just can't. I'm sorry. When you're old, you forget stuff.
And then you add alcohol, and then everything goes to shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Speaking of shit,
Uh-oh.
no,
I was
There's
gonna
no
say
se- no segue.
I just want to talk about when we saw everybody for the
do
first time.
thing.
Love that. When everyone came in the first time, when they announced the season 8 girls,
Yes.
and everybody came in, we all kind of agreed. Everybody looked
Amazing.
I said that.
Okay, I thought everybody liked it too.
I said that right before Naomi came on.
Yeah, you guys
and
had
Naomi,
an
I
issue
think,
with
was like the last or second to last
Oh, yeah.
one. And
I thought it was very but again, I think it was very Naomi, and it was Naomi elevated.
And she wore green, and we know like Michelle
which is
Visage.
might be a
She's
little nudge
had-
to Michelle.
she's
Yeah.
had better outfits, and it's part of the problem I have, and this was the problem I had with the puckered pantsuit in the last episode, which is if you're going to be going on there and you have to kind of gauge the material to know, okay, is this material going to look wrinkled? Or if I sit or move or I'm standing for too long, is this material going to get wrinkled?
Right.
And
Yes.
it was looking very wrinkly to me.
Daniel Brewer of RuPaul's Drag Race Recap just said it was the beginning. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you.
And I'm sure he's gonna rip us tomorrow, as he always does.
That's fine.
Well, actually, no, he's pretty nice. I like
But
Daniel.
I don't know. I thought everybody's look coming in was it's like what I think you said that they were them but elevated.
Yeah.
And
Do we have a? Oh, sorry.
the only one who I was not crazy about for my own personal aesthetic was Thorgy, but it was so Thorgy.
Yeah.
I like Thorgy.
I love Thorgy.
And I'm gonna do something I don't think you guys are gonna expect me to do.
Tuck?
But I am going to
Say how great Darren looked.
say thank you to Derek for hiring a makeup artist.
Oh Lord.
Derek looked great.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Derek looked amazing. I thought he was one of my favorite best dressed.
That
out of
dress-
it was cute.
It looked like Toxic, the music video Toxic, as a dress.
Yeah.
It was like rhinestone.
I don't know that video.
You should watch it. It's
know that
the bodysuits.
But you know, if you look really close, you could see her two boyfriends hanging out of her butt.
If you go
That
to
didn't last
Derek,
long.
if you go to Derek's Instagram, you can see now.
Don't waste your time.
Well, she must have
Just
someone.
follow Britney Spears.
The-
A real talent.
Oh,
I wouldn't go that far either.
I love
Sang.
Britney.
I've never
If-
played with this chord before, and all of a sudden it's fascinating.
LoRayne loves a chord.
LoRayne loves the chord.
She likes
A
long
big,
black
long
things.
cord.
What? Who said that?
If you go to Derek's Instagram, and I know like my outfit is so shady on Derek right now, but like
I think it's
appropriate.
appropriate. Actually, I think it looks better. How does my hair look?
great.
I do love that you drew in the eyebrows too.
Yeah.
Like
Better than she did. actually.
And you got this from your bunny rabbit holding tape.
Yeah, he just pooped on it and then I put it on my outfit.
Vince
So it
helps.
smells like Derek too.
So
No, but if you go to his Instagram, I'm being fair now. Like
Yeah.
if you go to his Instagram, you can see someone.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Every
Sorry.
week.
I got everything's in my.
I was reaching for this.
the
Sorry.
fan. That's okay.
Sorry.
Oh boy, they're gonna kick us out of this building one day.
Oh my god!
Oh, that's
If you
actually
go
fine.
to Derek's Instagram, you can see that somebody's been doing his makeup.
Yeah.
Really
I
nice.
apologize,
Really
fans.
nice.
Because he
Do you
has
want
a
my
paying
shirt?
job in Vegas, he can afford a makeup artist now.
Yeah.
It's
Should
okay,
I
let's just let
refill
it air
that?
dry. We're just gonna air dry.
What was that? What I was gonna say was my favorite. I like Dax.
I thought Dax looked
Was my
fantastic.
favorite.
Yeah.
I think the reason I like Dax in the beginning was because Dax does this like cool cosplay stuff, and I
Yeah.
was saying the outfit looked like Storm.
Thank you.
Looked like Storm meets
Glad I got dressed up for this.
looked like Storm meets She-Ra.
Rude.
Yeah.
She was serving me mad
Yeah,
next.
and I would like to see like more Dax cosplay.
Yeah.
Jax, I mean, I guess we'll talk about it during DragCon.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, because I have stuff I want to say about it.
yeah, that headpiece, like fascinator looking thing, but on both sides was cool. And Acid Betty blew me away.
Oh, I forgot about her.
You don't think though that like the dress was amazing, but the green makeup was the same lizard green
I
makeup.
don't care. I liked it.
She has that skin painting, and I think that's her aesthetic. It's kind of like, it's her thing. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. It works for me. It really does, and I don't think that it's like
What a
repetitive.
mess.
No, we're all over.
sorry.
I'm the best dressed housekeeper ever.
You are.
We'll give you your
can
$10.
open-
I know.
You can open drinks.
LoRayne loves cleaning service.
And you
I'll
have to.
start with
planes.
Derek's butthole.
Oh.
Boy, Lorraine's liquor.
How long does that take?
Hours. Days.
I thought.
got a little-
I agree with you, Jay. I think
the whole roll.
Acid looked amazing. And I'm okay with the same look. I think my least favorite was Layla McQueen.
I loved Layla's.
Really?
I loved Layla's.
I loved
I thought
Layla's.
I thought it was Layla elevated. I loved it. I thought her hair looked fantastic. I thought her makeup looked great.
Her makeup was great. I didn't care for I thought you said the hair was flat, right, Kenny?
Yes.
He thought it should be bigger. Yeah.
I thought it should have been a little bit bumped up too.
Yeah.
Just a touch.
I
Just
don't
a
mind
touch.
the flat hair. I mean,
I didn't
Naomi
like- I
has
liked
flat
it.
hair most of the time.
Speaking of hair, what were you saying about the orgies? It wasn't her actual dress, I don't think.
No.
Oh,
It was like foam rubber.
You don't think?
The hairline. The hairline. Yeah, I couldn't tell what it was. I said it might have been like bungee cords. It looked like it had movement, but I couldn't tell what it was just from where I was sitting.
You know what it reminded me of?
like
Do you guys
foamy.
remember the Matrix?
Thank you.
The twins with the...
I'm
that's
just going
what
to
it
work while you guys do the show.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I'm just going to keep working.
We'll tip you at the end of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to do a performance. You lip sync.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. You don't want me to sing live.
Anyway, that was that.
That was the show.
Are we going down the list? I mean,
Sure.
we're kind of everywhere, but
Sure, yeah.
should we? Okay, so we talked about Dax. We talked about Layla, Cynthia and her cuckoo.
I thought it was good.
I love that the butt was showing.
I love the hair, too.
And we mentioned this. We mentioned this before, where Cynthia had cancer, and then
Liver
Acid
cancer,
Betty,
yep.
and then Acid Betty was like the one who came. One of the fans mentioned it. To
They did.
us.
Yeah.
That Acid Betty was the one who
Was
came
there
to
with
help
her.
her
That's
out.
why
And
That's why I was grabbing the fan because I'm hot.
For me, also like not just that she deserved Miss Congeniality. Like she.
So
was
you think
the
that was rigged?
No.
okay.
She deserved
Oh,
Miss
she totally
Congeniality.
deserved it.
She has a huge fan base. Cynthia Lee Fontaine.
And and it was like we were saying, she only came on for 3 episodes, and she was completely memorable.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised. Yes, I know season 8 queens are not on All Stars, but for All Stars 3, I would see
Cynthia.
her.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, it just broke.
You know,
But I also think
I
that
will
for
buy you
me,
another
it kind of warms my heart, because for someone who has to pay for that kind of cancer treatment,
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of money is helpful.
Yeah.
No, I totally agree. We were talking about how when they were doing like revisiting the whole season, and they showed the certain queens when they came into the workroom.
Mm-hmm.
Like Naomi, a lot of those queens I didn't even pay attention to when they first came in, and Cynthia was definitely one of those that I was like, oh, personality and
Funny.
yeah, and so for those 3 seasons, 3 episodes, I was like in love with her.
Yeah.
And she was very genuine.
Oh, hi.
I know.
It was
I was a little distracted.
This happened while I was cleaning.
It is too hot in here. This bow
It's
tie.
really hot in here.
This bow tie might come off.
She's
too.
auditioning. She's auditioning for Days of Our Lives.
Ooh, I'm going for Pit Crew.
Oh, or that too.
That picture
What I was
goes
gonna
with funny,
say
yeah.
was,
funny.
since you guys have you guys watched the Meet the Queens now?
I never went back and watched it.
Okay.
No.
So I'm gonna say this, and I said it before, but I'm gonna say it again since we're at the end.
I will though. I'm interested
Yeah.
in watching.
I will say this: the only person that I didn't remember their Meet the Queen once it started, like when they were coming in the workroom and stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember her, was Chi Chi.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Hers
didn't
was the
remember?
only Meet the Queen that I didn't. And I was like,
But you
did I
remember
see
her entrance though.
I do remember her.
Yeah.
No, I totally do. But I just remember thinking, again, everybody that in their Meet the Queens, there was something interesting about them that I wanted to see more of.
Right.
Cynthia was definitely one, and it was funny because I feel like season 7, which shouldn't have even happened, except for Ginger. I remember watching them and just being like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And then Ginger actually was the first one I watched, but they were just so bad. And then this one, it was like, I just wanted to see more, wanted to see more.
I know for me, season 7, it's not necessarily that they were bad drag queens. I mean, Violet Chachki's beautiful, Pearl is beautiful.
We just didn't
Faye
care.
is beautiful.
No one cared.
There was not enough like diverse personality, or you felt kind of like
You didn't
that
care.
there wasn't enough camaraderie.
Yeah.
There wasn't enough to make you really care about those queens.
I agree. I agree.
Back to season 8.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I think now
Keep us on
that
track.
Nipple Boy's keeping us on track
but
today.
now that we've come through season 8,
Can I call you that, by the way?
I'm okay with
Okay.
it.
All right.
geez.
I don't want to offend you.
now that we've come through season 8, I think you can look back at the other seasons and say, what did I, even though the season felt really short, what did I like about
Yeah.
this season as a whole versus this
people.
season or that season?
Yeah. Oh, it's true. These queens definitely stood out. Even for, like I said, I think I said in an episode that this is one of the more excited seasons I looked forward to every Monday and seeing. And I was bummed out like the last few ones when, starting with I think probably Acid Betty when she started getting kicked out. When she was getting kicked off, I was like, man, I don't want to see any of these people go.
It was definitely for me a flashback to season 2. where I just didn't. Every week I was like, no, I don't want them to go home. I want to see more.
It's funny you said that, LoRayne. That it's been that long since I think collectively we've been like, oh my God, this is a good season. And I'm not saying that these queens are necessarily more talented than previous seasons leading back to season 2, but we enjoyed watching that.
Well, and I think this is something we talked about before too. I think there's 2 reasons. I think number 1, this season I felt like they all wanted to win.
Yeah.
They were in it to win it. They didn't care about, even Bob, when they were talking to her in the finale, she said, it's not about the money. It's what I can take with this and what I can do with this. And I want to be, this and that. Whereas some of, I just feel, I even think some of the past winners are they just wanted to do it to, to say that they, like it wasn't as genuine. I felt genuineness from them wanting to be in there. And I do think, Naomi's kind of the exception because a majority of them were older. I'm just going to say, not like ancient like me, but like 30s.
Seasoned.
You know what I mean? And they've been doing it a long time. It shows. And it makes for a better competition.
But
do you think oh, go ahead.
Well, that wasn't a huge debate either this season because last season it was a lot of like the older queens versus the young queens, and it was just like, just let it.
I remember that.
It was a competition amongst them instead of the camaraderie that we. We've talked about this every week about how much these queens like each other, and it made us like them because they're in a competition, but they still are friendly.
Yeah, and even when Derek was being a cunt to everybody, you still liked him.
Cunning, unique, and
who? Yeah, Derek.
I think one of the things that we like.
No,
I think
like
one of the
Derek.
things
I do not.
I think one of the things that we like about the show that even like. I don't watch RuPaul's Drag Race the same way I would watch like Real Housewives. You watch Real Housewives.
I would never watch that show.
Well, you watch it with Schadenfreude when you watch it. You're watching it to see people in pain. And then when you watch RuPaul's Drag Race, you don't, like, these queens have been through enough. You don't want to see people ripping each other apart and tearing each other down. There's a difference between making snarky comments and having jokes about each other and being in on the joke and then, like, just being...
Well, she even said in the finale, though, that she regrets some of the stuff that she was saying.
But if you look at it, though, one thing, he had those moments where he was being really bitchy to the other contestants, and then the next day they're like all, kikiing and they all like got along. So at the end of the day, it really wasn't. And this reminds me of the season with Alyssa and Coco.
Oh my gosh,
when it was they dragged it on for
was
ages,
so tired.
and it didn't felt like this felt genuine. It felt like everything that was discussed on the show, it actually either meant something to somebody or the even the little fights. It was real. It wasn't like contrived.
I think also like it was good that Derek points out, like, we see them drinking, you see us drinking, you see them drinking on air backstage, and it's like they're not in a sober state of mind. Like when I'm drinking, I do weird stuff.
But
they're not allowed. They don't drink a lot. There's a new rule now that they're only allowed so many. They're not allowed. I think one of the seasons because they got so drunk and got so carried away that they were like, okay, we can't. They like kind of. I don't remember what season it was, but
I think it was 2.
But no,
they're allowed only
or
one
3.
cocktail.
Yeah, I think they're only allowed 1 or 2.
Yeah, but if you're like Derek's size, 1 cocktail goes a long way.
I'm sure she's got a tolerance.
Well, she can take 2 at one time, so
right.
I had to throw that one in there.
Good old throuple joke. I love how big this show has gotten. That they got messages from Carol Channing, Jennifer Holliday. Like these are big names.
By the way, Jennifer Holliday looks amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Amazing. And Carol Channing looks the same that she has.
I know, it's like 60 years ago. Yeah, I agree. I think a lot of people, and I was so happy to see Lita Headey from Game of Thrones.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That was one of the options for my outfits. I would have loved that. I would have loved to have gotten
Cersei away.
But I'm
Cersei away.
Yeah, I'm into that.
Yeah, I think this was one of those revisited moments where everything accumulated over the season kind of like tied itself together in the finale, which, I guess that's how you do a finale. I have no idea where I'm going with this.
I'll help.
Thank you.
We haven't talked about Robbie Turner at all in the yellow dress.
I liked it.
Beautiful.
I loved it. I loved her hair. She just looked Robbie elevated.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah.
I wasn't taken.
I mean, Robbie never was like my favorite fashion anyway, but I thought it was a good.
But
look.
it's her style. It's her thing. You know what I mean? Like I just like if you've got an aesthetic and that's your thing and that's what you want to do, who am I to say that that's not good?
So
I thought for her aesthetic and for what she does. Kudos.
So Derek does Britney, and you agree with that? You like that, and you think it's great?
I'm sure she does it very well.
Okay.
She wouldn't have the job that she has if she didn't.
Okay, just checking.
Was that PC enough?
So wait. So what's the difference between LoRayne Love and Mark? I'm just curious.
Vagina.
You have very similar minds. Just checking.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry,
I always check in with
Jay's
Mark.
keeping this
The
train on
difference
track.
is
So
LoRayne Love walks into a room
purse first.
I don't know why y'all
Touche.
gagging.
Touche.
Lorraine would always do that anyway.
Thank you. Hello.
Jay, save us.
Although I always, if you're ever out and Lorraine is out,
Never mind.
keep an eye on my purse because I have a tendency to leave it places because I forget that I carry a purse because I don't all the time.
Yeah.
So I always leave it on the bar and I'm like, oh my god, my purse! Like 20 minutes later, and it's always been there. I've never lost it.
Like when you left the camera equipment at DragCon.
Oh, don't even get me started on that.
there's
She
a-
was so busy with scruff.
You guys should have. It was an argument after every.
We had fun though. We
After
had
every
fun.
interview.
We had fun.
Never involving me, but.
Oh, please. You
Are
Are you
Lorraine,
guys gonna let us in on what happened at DragCon?
Sure.
Well, when we're done, we'll get to.
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
get
talk.
then. We'll
We
get
just
then.
we only have a. I mean,
We're almost done because there's really not much.
There's
happened.
really nothing much to say about
Yeah.
I like
tonight's
the
finale.
political jokes. I like the fact that the fanfare at the beginning sounded kind of like almost like an American
Presidential,
thing. And then the Make America Gay Again. I like
Yeah.
that. Go out and vote. Seriously.
use either bathroom that you want. Like there was very like topical jokes in there.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about the lip syncs that they made for the girls, and also the outfits that we talked a little bit
I
about.
didn't
Naomi.
like that Kimchi didn't really move in hers. As much as I
now
love Kimchi.
let me defend Kimchi. I
Okay.
think there's
Have at it.
there's a okay. You play to your strengths. We know she's not a great lip syncer, and in fact, there were some shots of her missing some of the words.
Oh, a lot.
But I thought it was very smart to have her behind this big, huge, beautiful gown and have her do the movements that she did. I think that's very smart. You play to your strengths.
Yeah.
You use that to your advantage, and like the dancers behind her, everything. I think. For Kimchi, for what it was worth, I thought it was fine.
But that wasn't her decision. That was the producer saying like we can't make her look like a fool on the finale. Whereas they gave Bob a whole choreography dance that Bob remembered.
Well, because he is a performer.
That's why Bob won. I mean, I'm so happy. I really can't. Like, I do like Kimchi. I like Naomi, but Bob is like my clear winner, and this proved it for me. Like, Bob's I want to see Bob.
But
It's the well-roundedness, which is why the Violet Chachki win bothered me so much.
Yeah.
Because when you think of something like America's Next Drag Superstar, you think of someone who's not just beautiful, but has like
And can buy a nice outfit.
but has all these different other aspects as well.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Not that Kimchi isn't like I follow Kimchi on all social media because she's a blast to follow.
She probably is the next evolution of drag.
You're right.
I think I mean her outfits even tonight were just like I was like jaw dropped. It was amazing.
Those like harem-looking pants that she came out with were.
Oh, I loved them.
And you're right. I think that her fashion forward is going to be like a very like the next step in drag, and a lot of our viewers and like listeners were saying that Kimchi was their vote to win, and I think that I'm actually kind of shocked that she didn't get it because we had Bianca as the comedy, we had Violet as like the fashion, which was kind of Bob and Naomi this season. So I kind of thought Kim was the standout that they were going to give it to, but.
You know what's interesting though? Okay, not that.
Not to cut him off.
No.
or anything.
Not that my Twitter polls mean anything, but Bob Farr won my.
Good.
Oh, really?
I think
Twitter.
because
See, I didn't really watch. Yeah, I usually follow to see who's getting the votes, and I didn't this time. So
Yeah,
that
Bob
was
won by like a landslide.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was just I there's something about Kimchi, and I love Naomi too, and I actually think Chi-Chi was robbed. I think I love Naomi, but I think it should have been a 4-man race or a 4-woman race for me. But I thought it was going to be Kimchi because of the new higher level, and maybe it's just she is a one-trick pony when it comes to fashion.
So
but
Choppa, didn't you say Bob the drag queen for the winner in the beginning? No flip-flop?
I think I had him in my top 3. I had both
Bob in the top 3.
I had Bob.
You thought Acid Betty, I think, was your number 1.
And on that point is just between Acid Betty, because for me, I really have never seen someone like Acid Betty. I've never really seen someone like Kim Chi. So
because they're not on Grindr. You're welcome. You're welcome. I know you were all thinking it.
But you're right. It's next level.
I used my fan, but Kenny broke it.
Aww.
This is some kind of practical joke. It's not funny.
You're right, though. It's next level, like,
I quit.
art. It's next level costuming. Yes.
Yeah. And
It's the kind of thing. I mean, this is the other reason why, like, DragCon, even though it's like it was only in its 2nd year, it's gonna hit off so big because the kind of people that go to Comic-Con are the same, a lot of times the same kind of people that go to DragCon, because they love to see those, like, next level costumes.
and apparently I go to AdultCon, but we're not talking about that.
Not surprised.
Yeah. So I wasn't shocked, and it's one of those things where, like, last year when they announced the winner, I was like, I don't really give a shit. But this one I was like, oh my god, what?
Daniel Brewer is making. I need to put it actually on airplane mode because he's making me laugh. There's a lot of jokes.
He said, is he ripping me?
No, he said Bob Far One was Kim Chi's stripper name in the 80s. I'm dying over here. Thanks, Daniel.
I love the name though, Bob the Drag Queen. To me, that's
it's so funny.
it's hilarious. To me, that's next level drag by taking something so basic, like.
But see, and this is another reason I have an issue with.
Derek?
Okay, you said it.
The name?
It's like a drag name is so, like, it's like.
Do you think it's that important?
I do, and it bothers me that it goes by Derek, and Chad goes by Chad.
What about Robbie Turner?
Robbie's a drag name. But it's, you know what I mean?
Oh,
I feel like I'm not saying because it's a boy name, because Bob the Drag Queen. I don't. Okay. But there's something behind it. There's a reason for it.
Got it.
It's part of the thing. I don't know.
Have we
You want someone to have a stage name, like an illusion.
I guess.
Have we
it just
discussed-
wouldn't. I don't feel like I would be the same dressed like this and saying I'm Mark Freeman.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
the your name? Have we discussed that?
my name?
Yeah.
I don't know.
The reasoning. Well.
Yeah, you mention your reasoning for your name, because I mean I think that's relevant.
I'm from LoRayne, Ohio.
Oh, okay, that's right. Okay, enough said.
And
okay, I'm good.
Well, the last name though is the more interesting part. I spelled differently than the city that I was born in. But then at the time I started doing drag, the guys I hung out with, my friends, we were, I don't know where it even came from, but if you were like cool with us, you'd be a Love. So it was Jerry Love, Tommy Love,
that's like a
and I was
British-
Mark
that's
Free
a
Love.
British-
So if we liked you, we'd have been like, oh, totally, you're J Love, you're Jackie
Ohio.
Love, Kenny, you're not a
They
Love.
were in Ohio.
So then when someone asked me what my drag name was, I was thinking I would use LoRayne because that's where I'm from, and they said, what would your last name be? And it was like, at the time, it was like a no-brainer. I was like, Love.
Isn't that what
That's great.
you know? You get the you take your first pet and then the street you lived on.
That's your stripper name.
No,
Oh, okay,
your
sorry.
family pet and your mother's maiden name, which
okay.
mine would have been fabulous had I done that too.
Yeah.
Mine would have been Touche Music.
Nipple boy, save
that
us.
fabulous?
What's happening
Your
next?
pet's name and your mother's maiden name?
Uh-huh.
Vince Barron.
Vince Barry. What would yours be? First family pet
Kato.
and your mother's maiden name.
Oh, first family pet?
Harrison.
Oh, your mother's maiden name is Harrison?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's not married.
So what would be Kato Harrison?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sammy Barron. I thought you
Sammy
first
Barron.
family pet.
Jazzy Portalese.
Okay.
My name is a boring
You can have
name.
Touche Music because I think it's fabulous.
That is a good one. Okay, so let's go. I mean, we talked about Bob in the performance, Kim in the performance, Naomi, the legs song.
The leg song.
cute.
It was cute.
And
It
we
was
all
cute,
did we all agree
yeah.
that
She looked
Kim-
amazing.
I wish that was the outfit she had worn on the runway.
on
she
the
walked on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good one.
It was a great
I mentioned that she was very Violet Chachki-esque. In that,
Oh, in the
that
performance. Yeah.
But
But
the
better.
waist was cinched, I think, and the outfit was cute, and
But better and talented.
yeah,
And
I would
creative
agree.
and fun. And nice.
Okay,
The interview
A
section.
little different.
just a little bit, and black or half black.
Okay, you said it.
The interview section. The interview section of Ru talking with the queens, did you guys have a favorite or the answers that you thought?
I would have wanted more.
Yeah, Kimchi kind of like talked around it.
Well, yeah, for the most part, like I felt either it was things we already knew,
I was just gonna say that.
It was things we already knew, like Kimchi, his mom didn't know about her drag, and we talked about it, and then it's like. I know you can't always manipulate people where you can get like a video of their parents or whatnot. I know that's not always the case, but it's like, why are you bringing this up again? Like
again, yes.
At this moment, if you're not going to bring out a video of her mom or something like that, why are you bringing it up again? It's almost like stabbing like a sore wound.
Yeah. I was almost afraid that I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was almost afraid that they were gonna say, and we talked to your mom, because I was like, please, like, don't force Kimchi. Like, I was afraid that moment.
Yeah,
and
I was worried too.
And this special topics, we haven't done it. It bothers me, and when people try to like make, and this goes in with Kimchi and her mom, when people try to make other people come out when they're not, ready. Everyone does it at their own time.
You have to let, and I'll say this too, myself personally speaking, I didn't come out for a long time because so many people would say to me, just come out already, just come out. And I didn't want, my thing was I didn't want them to be right. So like I fought it for a long, long time because people kept pressuring me to do it. And you have to just do it at your own pace.
And it's just, stop it. Like, and like it kind of bothers me when like you read an article online where, oh, this celebrity just came out of the closet. I don't really care.
Yeah.
Whoever you sleep with, you sleep with. I don't really give a shit.
Is like, at this point, most people already know those. Like, most people already know those celebrities are gay. Like when Lance Bass came out, who was
he's
surprised?
gay.
Right.
Who was surprised? And I mean, good for him that he felt comfortable enough to share it with the world. But at the same time, it's
no one cares.
You're right. The more you treat it as something different and something unique, the more like people start to get a stigma.
And fucking go use whatever bathroom you want. Seriously, it's just we're off topic, but I'm just saying.
When I came out purse first.
High five. That's it.
I was waiting for it.
Can I throw this at you? No, that was actually a good one, Jay.
Thanks.
High five from across the table.
Woo. Oh,
Honestly, the only time I'm like weirded out by people in the bathroom are when like women are like blow drying their hair at those the hand dryer things. I'm like,
they did that.
I get weirded out. I get weirded out when people like tap their foot underneath my stall.
Does that happen to you?
Yes.
I get weirded out when little kids crawl underneath and look at me.
Why are we tapping our feet?
It happened to you too? I'm like,
It's never happened to me.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Why are we tapping feet?
It's like the people that want to use the gender bathroom that they the people that want to use the gender bathroom that they feel associated with just want to go to the bathroom.
That was the first thing Steven asked me when I came in.
What bathroom do you use? Yeah, the bathrooms at AfterBuzz are unisex.
And I prefer when I go out, I use the girls' bathroom because it's quicker.
Well, in the gay bars, it doesn't really matter.
In the gay bars, it doesn't matter. You could poop on the sink in the gay bar.
I'm not gay.
You probably could.
I have actually.
Not to make light of the issue, and I know that some of our viewers and like listeners, we have like very serious, like just it'll happen at your own time, like let it. And it does get better, I promise, because I think we've all talked about kind of Jackie being a straight white woman must have been hard.
Hello,
she's
I'm a straight white woman.
We have two of them on the panel.
Hello.
I'm just kidding. I know everybody has like issues, so just feel free to do it at your own time. That's why I was nervous for Kimchi.
I not for my own personal thing, but I grew up in theater, so I watched a lot of my friends come out, and it is hard, you know, and it's like it does get better. And it was funny because as I watched, a lot of my close friends are actually lesbians, and when they came out, a lot of the times I was kind of like, I already knew.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, it gets better, and people just nowadays, like, people either already know or their
just
reaction is just, they're like, okay. Yeah.
I just assume everyone's gay until I'm told otherwise.
As you should.
Thank you.
As you should.
Okay.
I heard that from a friend from work. Sorry, I stole. So who's next, Jay?
Well,
save this train.
I mean, we really talked about just I was putting it out in general, like the conversations. I think that with Naomi, there wasn't really a huge story to go into because she had a good upbringing. She has a very supportive mom, so they kind of played it very safe with her interview. But overall, I thought the queens had a really good answer for why they should win.
Along these lines, we realized that this was interviewing these queens was the Tic Tac lunch that they usually do. When did
I
they start
still
doing
want
it?
the Tic Tacs
Well, they
though.
usually
It's funnier that way.
Yeah.
It's funnier that way.
Yeah.
Hems.
It's usually the episode where they're filming the video.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's usually that episode. I would have just really liked to have heard from everybody in the cast more. I mean, maybe their thing is to make it about the finalists, which I guess a part of me can understand that as well. But I don't know. I just feel like everybody
agree.
should have had a little more
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
And
like you said, dragged on for a while.
Well, and I think it
Nice.
was a lot of the stuff was unnecessary with stuff that we've already discussed.
Yeah.
Like you said.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
DragCon?
I mean, well, Cynthia Lee Fontaine was Miss Congeniality. Winner was Bob. Presented to the crown by Violet Chachki, who we talked about that dress. It was, I thought,
Fucking
Amazing.
sickening.
It was great.
It was amazing.
Amazing.
Best dress.
And if they made it in plus sizes, I would buy one too.
There's not enough material for that. I'm just kidding.
Do you see how he treats me?
You called me a
cross-dressed
whore.
for him, and he still treats me
I'm
bad.
into the polka dot that you have going on right
I'm
now.
wearing garbage and you haven't picked on me.
And I'm not
I
wearing
look like
And he's not wearing anything.
I
Nipple
look
boy.
like Lady Trashy from the Fraggle Rock.
Oh, I think that's
side
loud.
note.
Or as some people call it, Derek Barry.
So, again, I was a little shocked at the winner. I love Bob the Drag
You
Queen.
both said that when it happened, didn't you?
I did.
You both were like,
Yeah.
oh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was all set for Kimchi win. The straw is right there.
How do you miss this mouth?
That's what he said. But I'm excited for Bob. I think it'll be a great reign for him.
Yes.
Would you say LoRayne?
I said rain.
It'll be a great LoRayne for him?
No, I said rain.
Well, he's an activist, which is
Yes.
wonderful.
Which is another reason why I think he won. Any last thoughts before we talk about DragCon?
DragCon.
Is that a friend of yours?
Yes.
Oh, DragCon.
I can't really think of anything. We have 5 minutes left, so.
No, yeah, I know we're super close, but I'm just happy Bob took it.
That's what.
Congratulations, Bob.
Yes.
Say that.
There we go.
Well deserved. And congratulations to everybody in this season because I truly believe this was one. I know they say it every year, but I don't think that's always the case. I do think since season 2, this is hands down been my second favorite
Agreed.
season. Because season 2 still has a place in my heart.
I agree.
Because I just knew too many of them.
So the three of us, minus Jackie, went to DragCon 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts?
I had a great time.
Yes.
I was a kid in a candy store.
Yeah.
Or a little baby girl in a candy store, whatever. I had a great time. I was gonna say, I don't think it's posted yet, but I did get asked at the 11th hour to host a panel
Yes.
of the first 5 eliminated queens. So it was Dax, Cynthia Lee Fontaine, Naysha, Acid Betty, and Layla McQueen. And we had the best time. I don't think it's been posted on YouTube yet. I keep looking and I haven't seen it yet. I didn't look today, but it was fun, and I'm glad. Thank you, Tony Moore, for making that happen. I really do appreciate it. It was a hoot. And one of the things, and this is kind of touching on what you were saying about her talking to the queens. When I got asked to do it, my first reaction was, okay, I'm gonna have these 5 queens that no one really knows, and my objective was I want to get through this, and I want people to walk out of there feeling like they know those 5 better than they did before, and I feel like we accomplished that.
Good.
So, and I had several people come up to me afterwards and thank me and say that to me, that without me even saying that, like I never said that during the thing, but I had a couple say, oh my god, I just loved it because I got to know them so much better than I did before. So I felt like I had checked the box and accomplished something. So it was fun. And Layla, I have a whole new love for Layla. Watch it. She was just a hoot, and she was cracking my shit up. And Acid Betty was fantastic. I talked with her a long time before we actually went on. But they were all wonderful, 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 wonderful people.
That's good to hear. I'm happy with that. Yeah, thank you to Curtis and Mario who came up to us and they watch us. So. Hi guys, I hope you're watching right now.
Oh, I had another guy too.
They're so sweet.
Came up to me, I think, on Sunday when you guys weren't there, and it was so sweet. He had a T-shirt. He was having all the Drag Race people sign, and he wanted me to sign it. And I was like, oh my god! So I signed it, LoRayne Love.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, no, it was very, very sweet. I think his name was Chris, and there was another girl that I talked to, and I feel so bad I don't remember her name, but she was so sweet to me. It was when I was waiting in line with my friends to talk to Cynthia Lee Fontaine, because my friends wanted to see her. So we walked up, and this girl stopped me, and I know she knows who she is, but she watches our show, and she was very, very sweet.
Awesome. Well,
I think
thank you for
Katie or
watching.
something like that.
Awesome. It's kind of a cool con if you're super into Drag Race. It would be a really fun thing to do.
And it was everything. It's not just drag.
No, there's just like everything.
Pet wigs.
Yes. There were a lot.
But there was everything, like lights and incense and massage. Like there was just everything. It was kind of
you
like
can get your teeth whitened.
And they,
I feel like this is like stuff on Saturday Night Live. You're like, there's like a midget in a party.
It was really. And I actually interviewed the guys, Fenton and Randy, who created DragCon, and we talked a little about this, and they kind of were saying it's the new gay pride.
Right.
And it really was. It really felt like you were just kind of with your people and enjoying it and seeing the queens, and they all had their booths, and you could go talk to people, take pictures with people. It was great.
It was great. So we're gonna be posting videos eventually.
Yes.
Check them out.
Some are up.
Check them out.
Darian is up.
I had a great time. It's one thing to see people on TV or online, and then actually meet them. Like, I will confess, Darian Lake was not one of my favorites.
Oh my gosh, you have to watch the video.
She is fucking
You have to watch it.
hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
If anybody,
My cheeks hurt.
Yeah, if I had a redefined image of someone, that's
Darian.
I love Darian Lake.
How do you get there? Because I was having a hard time keeping a straight face.
Yeah. I
literally, and I even said it when I don't think it was taping. I said after I shut the thing off. My face hurt.
Oh, I got all of that. I got all of it. I've got all of it.
So fantastic.
And it was just.
We're like, I can hear the music in the background, and I want to give just 2 shout outs.
We're gonna wrap it up.
Go ahead.
Because I feel like I need to.
Yes.
I can't pronounce your name, and he follows me on Twitter, and
Spell it.
EJKOO.
That's good. That's close.
Edgeco. Let me know. You know what? Let me know how you pronounce your name, and I'm sorry. It's EJKOO if you want to follow him on Instagram.
I would like to give a shout out.
Isaiah Stevens.
Yes.
Isaiah Stevens, you're a fan of the week.
Wherever-
But I've been a fan of yours for like longer than you watched our show.
I'm giving you fan of the season.
Yeah.
That was amazing. He did a little cartoon
rendering.
It was so
We
cute.
should have given it to Steven to put up.
You
was so
have to go
cute.
to his Instagram though,
Check
because
him out.
he actually he's an artist for Cosmopolitan, and he does a lot of art on DeviantArt, and he's a professional artist.
Amazing.
Does all these sketches of Disney princesses and princes.
I tagged him on my Instagram and my Twitter, and I'll put up the Darian Lake video.
And I even wore the shirt because he drew me in the shirt.
Oh,
so.
nice.
Yeah, you wore the outfit.
Yeah. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
He didn't
there
draw me
it
in
is.
this.
There it is.
He did not draw me in this. Oh, he put it up. Oh, great. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
He did draw me in a tie too, which I loved. Because I do always.
Okay. So, any final thoughts? This was a great season.
Great season 8.
I want to say to you guys, this has been an amazing ride this season.
Yeah.
No disrespect to anybody, Cam, Courtney, Jesse.
Toast, yeah.
You guys have been fun, and I'm
This has been a
so
hit.
happy that
Really
we
has.
got through it. This was an amazing season. I love all 3 of you. So thank you guys for doing this with me. I actually look forward to this season every
it was
Monday.
fun.
So thank you guys. So where can we find you, Jay?
At don't_be_jealous on Instagram and still_jealous on Twitter. I got it out for the first time.
And
Miss
you can find me
LoRayne Love.
on Instagram and Twitter at LoRayne Love, LoRayne LOVE, and on Snapchat if you want to follow my process leading here tonight.
Oh, yeah.
You can go to Snapchat as LoRayne.love and see the images of leading up to being here tonight. So we'll have to snap before we leave, so I give up.
My other love.
123 Jackie B on Twitter, Instagram, that's my blog, and on Snapchat I'm actually Jackie B123 because they don't let you do numbers first.
On where?
On Snapchat I'm Jackie B123.
Yeah, I know. Thank you,
You
Steven.
can find
Shout
me.
out to Steven too.
Yeah, Steven. Oh,
Shout out to Steven. He's got his shirt off. Just kidding.
Steven. You can find me at Kenny C. Harrison on Instagram and Twitter, or outside of Thomas Roberts' house.
I have presents for you guys.
What?
Sorry, here, real fast. LoRayne, I have Kenny, I had a camouflage for you to go to there. And I got you TikToks. I completely forgot.
I love it.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. We've gotten so many views and so
Don't
many.
mess up your dinner.
Oh, thank you.
I have to
We've
get
got
home.
so
I
many
have
views.
one headlight out.
So many views on YouTube. We really appreciate it. Make us #1 at AfterBuzz.
Yes.
We'll see you for All Stars. Thanks for joining us. We love you.
Love you guys.
Have a good night.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Drag you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.